Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So obviously we had this breakout, this overnight breakout you could say, and Bitcoin rallied into the resistance area following the white scenario. Already explained about all of this structure here in the last video. And we're dealing with a scenario in which ideally in both of these scenarios we go a little bit higher, ideally to 75 to possibly 76k even. That's the 100% extension level here. Just a little bit higher even than that, 76,270. This is for the white count the ideal target, obviously this high B wave. And then I introduced earlier today, due to the breakout to the upside, this yellow count, which is a direct pathway to the upside, which is an ending diagonal, which we can, sort of accept because this move up is a three-wave move, so it's not the most reliable structure, but it's possible. Okay, so overall, we're still looking at a bullish outcome here overall after this correction. The only question is the correction already over, which is not the primary scenario, but of course possible. At the moment, I'm first watching if the price can fill in this white wave count. And if we then see a break of support, that would indicate the start of wave C of 4. Okay, so to keep it very simple, two scenarios, both bullish. That's unchanged from previous updates for the last 3 or 4 weeks. We've been highlighting that upside continuation is expected. It's still a bullish market. No need to panic. This is our support area. The market could max out the support area. However, a move to 51k is not expected. That would be too deep, really. To be likely. However, a move into this region again is fairly likely, and even likely with a high B wave. The thing is, however, we can only calculate a target for wave C of 4 once we have the B wave top in place, so we need to be a little bit patient. The trend is up short term anyway, so it now takes a break below support to confirm a move back into the support region, into the lower support region. Immediate support is between 67.9k and 70.9k. If you always want to be up to date, feel free to check out our Twitter account, X Network. I did post about the development of the high B wave yesterday. Okay, so we saw that coming. Obviously, in a correction, things change quickly. They can, the wave counts themselves are not so important. The big and colorful support areas are what really matters. And this is on the larger time frame, the most relevant support area, the nearest support area between 50.7 and 61.8k. And as always, as long as we're holding above support, there's nothing bearish here. We talked about this high B wave already yesterday. Here you can stay up to date. No, it was actually, yeah, it was yesterday. Getting confused with the dates. So I did say yesterday here, the price seems to try to form a high B wave. That was actually, midday yesterday actually. So the price seems to try a high B wave as per the white scenario. We have to see how it develops, but this assumption is valid as long as the 66k swing low is holding. So you always need, anybody who's giving you a TA, any professional TA always comes with levels for risk management. You always need to know what happens if certain levels break and when the current assumption needs to be revised. Now that level never broke, assumption didn't need to be revised. So I did say as long as the 66k swing low is holding, so which could also be a reasonable stop loss if you want to trade for a high B wave. So some of you might have done that, or even a more bullish interpretation, such as a direct upside breakout. However, a direct upside, anyway, it was all on there, and this is what we basically saw that coming, that high B wave here. And yeah, if you want to stay up to date, then feel free to follow us on Twitter, the X Network. Just please make sure you only follow the official account. We would never send you direct messages on social media. There are scammers around, we get them banned, they always reappear and so on. Now for even more messages, check out our gold membership. This is just some of them we also post on Twitter. But let's go back to the short-term chart. Now what I wanted to highlight is that this is an ideal spot to start the wave 4 pullback. And it might indeed have started that. So we're dealing here with a situation in which the C wave could have completed of wave 3. So 1, 2, and then A, B, C of wave 3. It's quite straightforward because you can actually see 5 waves in wave C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we could now start the wave 4. The support area has slightly changed. The micro support area has slightly changed since the last video. And it's between 67.9k and 70.9k. So ideally sort of in the region around here, the middle, we would find support. Normally we say the ideal, let's say, target for a fourth wave is the 38.2 fib level at 69.7k. We can also, in addition to that, check if a trend line applies here. Not so well defined, always a bit subjective, but you might want to add some trend lines here yourself and see if there is some additional confluence. But it looks like the fourth wave pullback might have started, and if the price can now hold this 67.9k level, we should see a fifth wave to the upside, possibly towards that 76.2k target. At least one more high would be expected, okay? But we need to see if the support area holds. A break below support would be an early warning that we have started the C wave to the downside. That's sort of, at the moment, what we're looking at here for Bitcoin. Looks likely that we get one more high in this ending diagonal, which is a C wave of the higher B wave. And once we have a top in place, I can give you a target for the C wave to the downside of wave 4. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.